Hello everyone, Daisy here again with another Quilter's Vibe with Sarah Scraps and Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. Today we were inspired by that beautiful like Disney princess quilt that I had at the beginning of the video. And so what I did off screen is I used my silhouette portrait and I created some stitching lines, and I did it in kind of a diamond pattern on the background. And then I stitched through it with white embroidery floss. And I did it in the center of this paper, not the paper I'm working on now, but the one that's off to the side. I think I showed it to you. If not, I will show it to you here soon. So then I went through my scraps and I picked out a bunch of rainbow colors and just cut them down to this little 1x1 square. I recently figured out that I can fit an 11 inch wide piece of paper through my silhouette portrait and kind of cut something in the middle of it. So that's super exciting. So you're probably going to see a lot of that coming up here on my channel. But anyhow, what I'm doing is I'm creating a border for that with these rainbow squares. And again, it's just a mix of different papers from my scrap bin. And I just used some ATG, went around the edge, and then adhered them all down. And I love how this came out so much. I'm just trimming up a little bit of the edges there, and then I am going to add this piece here. And this has my stitching on it. I think it's a little hard to see because of the lights. I really have to figure out what's going on with like the white balance of my phone. It just, I don't know. I think it's on drugs because it just can't decide what it's going to do. It's either going to be super duper bright or super duper yellow. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, to represent the princess part of that quilt, I am using these pictures of my youngest daughter with Tiana when we went to Disney World, and I asked her before I made this layout what her favorite princess was, and she said Tiana, so I thought it'd be perfect to do this layout. And I have these 3 photos here, and that one of her hugging right here, I am going to cut that one down to like a 2x2 or 2.5x2.5 size square. So that I can put that down kind of in the bottom right corner of the layout. And then I'm going to leave those other 2 full-size photos. One of them is just them standing together taking a pretty picture, and then the other one, she's handing her autograph book, and I think she told her she was her favorite princess. So now I was trying to decide what to back my photos with, and I found this vellum that has some polka dots on it, and that is a Recollections, something that I just got from Michael's, and I'm going to back all of the photos on that. Because my border is so bright and colorful, the rest of my layout is going to be very tone on tone. So for the quilted portion, I am using the stitching that I did in the background with the diamond. You can see it a little bit better here. And then the rainbow is kind of the other inspiration that I took. Now I found this free cut file on Paper Issues, and it's called, I think, 3D Stackable Flowers, and I cut out a whole bunch of them. I sized them up and down just so that I could make some stackable flowers is basically what I did. And those are going to be my embellishment for this page. So I'm going to adhere down my photo. I popped it up on some fun foam and I'm going to stick it down. I'm using liquid glue because of all that stitching in the background. And so here are the flowers that I created. And I'm just going to kind of layer them around my photos. And I also had some leftover snowflakes on my desk from a different project, and I'm going to stick those in there too because we were in Disney World in December. So even though it wasn't snowing there, it was snowing where we're from in Wisconsin. So I feel like they work perfectly. And then my title is just going to be that little piece that I cut out from that Amy Tangerine paper that says, "You are straight up magic." And I'm going to adhere that underneath my photos. And I'm going to cut one of these flowers so that I can use it in 2 different places. But yeah, that's pretty much, oh, and I do add sequins at the end that are, of course, from Spiegelmom Scraps. So if you haven't already, head on over to Christy's channel and check out her layout. Sarah's is going to be up late because she is experiencing some personal things right now that she's not going to get around to posting this. So eventually hers will be up, and you should definitely go follow her channel so that you don't miss it. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!